The following BLTV program is brought to you by O'Flaherty Law. Please enjoy.
Welcome to Learn About Law. My name is Kevin O'Flaherty from O'Flaherty Law, and today we're going to talk about premarital agreements in Illinois. So first, let's define our terms. There's no difference between the term premarital agreement, antenuptial agreement, and prenuptial agreement. They're all different words that mean the same thing, which is a contract between two people in anticipation of marriage. And this contract can really be about anything as long as the terms are not unconscionable, meaning extremely onerous to one side or the other. If they're unconscionable, the judge might hold the agreement to be invalid. But other than that, you can contract for anything that two people are allowed to contract about. Generally, prenuptial agreements resolve issues such as what will happen in the event of divorce as far as division of assets and liabilities, which property is considered marital property versus someone's individual property that they held before the marriage, how will business assets be handled in the event of a divorce or the death of one of the parties, will alimony be paid at the end of the marriage, if so, how much? It can relate to how will finances be managed during the marriage, how will investment decisions be made, how will the decision to take on debt be made, if debt is going to be taken on, what property can be used as collateral. Importantly, for people who have been married before or have children from a previous family, it can provide for an agreement to craft your wills or trust in a certain way to provide for one another's children if you're the second to pass away. So there's really a wide variety of things that a prenup can cover. Prenups are not just for the wealthy. There's a big conception that a prenup is only useful when one person with a lot of assets marries someone without as much wealth and wants to make sure that they're not going to be giving half of their money to the person they're marrying in the event of a divorce. Prenups are great in that situation, but they're also very useful for ordinary people as well. This is because finances, debt, and poor communication are major factors in the breakdown of marriages. So by discussing finances and how debt will work and opening up lines of communication at the outset of the marriage, you can actually build a stronger marriage and make it less likely that you're going to get divorced. Getting on the same page about how your finances are going to work in the marriage at the outset is a huge asset for your marriage. It can also, if you've been previously married and if you've gone through a messy divorce, you may be hesitant to get married again because you don't want to go through spending that expense and the pain of a messy, contentious divorce. A prenuptial agreement can make sure that if a divorce happens, it's inexpensive, smooth, all of the issues are basically decided in advance, so it can take away some of that hesitation and allow people that would otherwise be hesitant to get married. Even if you don't have a lot of assets, or even if you haven't been divorced in the past, a premarital agreement it's almost like an insurance policy. It can make sure that if a divorce happens, it's not going to bankrupt both parties, and it's going to make sure that the divorce is as smooth, cost-effective as possible. So, again, you don't want a divorce to happen, and having a prenup isn't saying that we expect to get divorced, but just in case a divorce were to happen, it makes sure that the divorce is as painless as possible. So, again, kind of like an insurance policy. Again, one of the more important situations to have a prenup is if you have a mixed family where one or both of you have children from a previous marriage. If you don't have a prenup, then your spouse can inherit everything, and if you have kids from a previous marriage, they might not be guaranteed to get anything when your spouse passes away. So a prenup can allow you to make an agreement to craft your wills or trusts in a certain way to provide for all of the children from previous marriages and of the new marriage, potentially, fairly when the second person passes away. So prenups are only valid once the wedding occurs. If the wedding doesn't occur, they're void. But you can have a postnuptial agreement that is for after the wedding occurs. So once you get married, if you want to resolve these issues and you haven't already, it's not too late to do this. It's governed by the same principles as a prenuptial agreement. And finally, prenups can be altered or terminated at any point during the marriage. So if you change your mind, if you decide, all right, well, we had separate property, but now we want it to just all be communal property and we're not really worried about the issues that we were worried about before we got married, then you can always revoke your prenup or alter it. So if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section below this post at learn-about-law.com or below the video on our YouTube station. If you need some help, give us a call at 630-324-6666. That's 630-324-6666. We offer free consultations in many areas of law, and we have several offices that are in various geographical locations for your convenience. If you found this helpful, we'd love it if you subscribe to us on YouTube, SoundCloud, or Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your podcasts or watch your videos. Thank you so much for watching and listening.
Thanks so much for watching our video. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Click the subscribe button for new videos every week, and download and review us on iTunes. Visit learn-about-law.com for other legal-related articles and videos. Visit our business podcast and video blog, seizeyourbusiness.com, and visit Making Real Estate Fun for real estate videos and podcasts. Call us at 630-324-6666 for a free consultation.